Hello, Leo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we've got a 7 of Swords to begin. This, I think, it feels like you're on track. It feels like you are trying to stay focused despite distractions, despite obstacles, despite naysayers, despite troubles, right? Despite any kind of doubts that might be entering your mind, you're trying to stay on that narrow edge right there, right on that center Ace of Swords, right? And I think you're following your intuition. This is something that's just like, you know, this is meant for you. You know this is where you're supposed to be. You're trying to block out the naysayers, trying to block out those doubts. Yeah. Let's put this into some context. Let's see what it is that you are working on. Oh, 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 6 and 7 of Swords. Yeah, you have a blueprint. You're trying very hard to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan because you are creating this abundance in your life, right? Another sword, Ace of Swords. That's what we're aspiring. That's what we're trying to do. And to stay on that, it's like a tightrope, right? And some days we're really in harmony. Other days it feels like we're kind of wobbly, right? We've got to just stay the course, stay on track there. Oh, and look at that World or Universe card. This is the completion of this path, this task, this project, this business, this life, whatever this endeavor is. You're going to complete it. It's going to get finished. Okay? You're going to get there. You got to stay on that tightrope. You got to keep going. Have your arms out to the side, balance, try to block out the distractions every moment. Try to reharmonize, regain but if you get a little wobbly, just regain your balance. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Let's keep going with these cards and see what's next. Lover's energy, Moon energy, 2 of Swords, and a Knight of Wands. This is kind of the free. This is almost like you're doing that tightrope. You have to walk slowly, balance, balance, balance. As soon as you get to the other side, boom, you can run. Right? It's like an obstacle course or whatever, like on TV or something, right? Like what is it, the Gladiator show or something, or Survivor, I don't know. Once you get across that tightrope, that balance, boom, you're off and running. Everything full speed ahead. But right now it's that balancing act, right? And what are we working toward but absolute complete fulfillment? To me, this is a lot of Earth energy here. And honestly, look, it's the only Earth card we have. Yeah? It's got all the Earth. You're playing for all the, what do they say, all the marbles? That doesn't sound right. This is everything, right? You're playing for keeps. And this, to me, this is unlimited wealth. Unlimited potential. All of the boundaries and the restrictions are being lifted from you. If money was ever an issue or an obstacle, won't be anymore. This is everything. Literally everything. This is the unlimited potential too, right? So with the completion of this project, this task, this endeavor, this phase of your life, whatever it is, whatever this tightrope is that you're walking, when you get to the other side, there's no restriction. There's no boundary. You're home free. The horse and rider can gallop off into the sunset wherever they want to go. Whatever you want to do. Travel. Build things, businesses, I don't know. Whatever you want to do. unlimited wealth, unlimited potential. And with this card, with the Knight, I feel like this is kind of even a reassurance here, as it is the last card, a reassurance that nothing, literally nothing can stop you. You have to know when to walk delicately, right? Tiptoe, eggshells, balance, tightrope, and then you have to know when to full speed ahead, pedal to the metal, right? Wide open throttle and go with that Knight of Wands. Yeah. Let's, God, this looks really good. Let's select the mystery card, shall we? This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And you'll have to forgive my voice today. We've been dealing with some illnesses. This has been kind of quite a sickly winter for us, to be honest. We started out with getting that big illness that everybody seems to get, and then we had a head thing and a chest thing. Now I kind of got this stomach thing, and now my voice is starting to go again, and it's been one of those winters, you know. But we're almost through it, right? At least up here in the northern hemisphere. We're almost into the warmer weather again. We're really looking forward to summer. You know, I might even let you in on a secret. We've got plans to maybe build a new studio. Yeah, for Dove and Serpent Tarot. It's going to look generally the same, but it'll be new. So I'm kind of excited about that. We're going to see if we can improve things a little bit. Yeah. The mystery card. Mr. Ed Tiny Horse is going to watch that card for us. We're not looking at that till the end, but if you feel like you know what it is, put your prediction down in the comments. I think we should do it together. I think we should make it a group exercise in intuition. Yeah. Let's look around at what cards we have. We got majors. 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. And these are very interesting because they both kind of represent, these two anyway, kind of represent, well, gateways. Well, let me rephrase that. The Lover's card is the union, your commitment, your dedication, your marriage to this project, task, endeavor, business, life, whatever this is. It's your commitment and your dedication to it. The Moon card is that doorway. The Moon card really is that area because it's dark and kind of scary and you can't really see what's around you. You got to walk carefully. You got to tiptoe. You got to be cautious. You don't want to run, right? You knock stuff over, fall down or something. You got to walk very carefully right now. And then on the other side, of course, wide open space. Wide open space. This is the dangerous part of the trip. And then this is when you're out, you're free, you're floating, right? We're floating in space and it's just, you know, we've gotten out of this dangerous kind of spot. There's not that there's real danger. There might be. I don't know what you're doing. That's the kind of the point here, is that this is, it's a general reading, but it's very specific to you. It's very specific to what the uncertainties are right now, because the Moon card, it's always dark. I can't see into what you're doing with this card. I can't see exactly what's going on with you or what your tasks are right now, but I feel like you have to tread lightly. I feel right now it's kind of a balancing act. Maybe it's balancing budget. Maybe you have to be so just with a fine-tooth comb, you're going through your finances. You got to be really careful right now. But very soon, I think within 3 weeks, boom, it's going to be wide open, right? Wide open space. Everything that you could ever want. And so this right here is that kind of, and maybe it seems kind of dark to you. Maybe there is part of this doubt that we're talking about is you not really being able to see the end of the tunnel, the light that's at the end there, right? The light at the end of the tunnel is that sun down there at the bottom, and we know that sun is just about to rise and illumine this dark land, this dark landscape. But it might be that right now, at least, at this point in time, you're having a little bit of trouble seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, that light is there. And you know it's there, even if you can't see it, you know that it's there. You're trusting that it's there. Let's see. So we've got a little bit of fire. We do have our water energies. We do have our air energies, a lot of air energies to deal with today. And we've just got the only Earth really is in that world or universe card, which is Earth and Saturn, right? And I think that's really important because Saturn is the card that is all about restrictions. It's all about boundaries and borders, and it's kind of like, well, it's the tightrope. It's the tightening of the budget. It's the pulling all your center of gravity inward, right? But I think with this card, combined with that Knight of Wands, we're transcending these boundaries. Any limitations that are on you now are gone. This very tight budget that you're on, whether it's financial or like even an energetic kind of budget, gone, lifted. This is everything. It's unlimited. Unlimited wealth, I think, is yours with this card. Unlimited potential, and I don't think anything can stop you except for you. You can stop you, right? But I don't think you're letting that happen. We've got this, the first card was this Seven of Swords. You're on the path. You're walking that tight. It's like a razor's edge, right? You're walking on that Ace of Swords. And you're trying, and all these other swords are flying at you. Could you imagine? You imagine if you're walking like a tightrope and people are throwing stuff at you while you're up there. I don't really like heights. It sounds like a nightmare to me. And the Moon card, it is a nightmare. But you're doing it. This is a nightmare that really is worth enduring. Yeah. You're able to maintain this kind of one-pointedness of your will, this focus, to where these distractions, life is throwing things at you. People around you are throwing things at you. Your own mind is throwing things at you. Right? Specifically, I think, the mind. Right? Not so much the heart. The heart feels like it is full. It is feeling it. It is ready. But the mind seems like it's throwing doubts at you, distractions, questions, and just random things, random thoughts that aren't really helping us and might make us lose a little bit of balance. But you're focused. You're trying to just ignore that stuff. Yeah? Who in your family is hard of hearing? Spirit's telling me that somebody, I don't know if you know sign language or you communicate with someone with sign language, but I feel like someone in your family is hearing impaired. I don't know if it's you or someone close to you. And Spirit's showing me that. Yeah. Let's talk about the Six of Swords back here. This is where it all started, I guess. Right? It's the blueprint. This is lovely. I really feel like this is really a lovely set of cards today. We've got Mercury in Aquarius with the Six of Swords. We've got the Moon in Aquarius with the Seven of Swords, right? So it was with your higher genius. It was really, I mean, no pun, no, like, it's not tongue in cheek. It was your brilliant idea to start this thing. Whatever it was, this plan, this business, this endeavor, this project, maybe it's a relationship, whatever this thing is that you're doing, it was your genius idea, literally, right? We got Mercury in Aquarius here. You had this brilliant plan. It's like Doc Emmett Brown with his vision of the flux capacitor. It seemed like a crazy idea, right? But it's what makes time travel possible. And speaking of time travel, world or universe card, it's all about time and space, causality, right? I think whatever you're doing is not only giving you this kind of physical wealth and physical freedom, but it's allowing your spirit to transcend. You've tapped into some part of your being. So you've tapped into this creative genius within you. And I mean that literally. I'm not making a joke here. It was your genius idea to do this. And I think you had a vision. You had maybe a dream, maybe a waking dream, but you had this realization, almost an image of something. And then you had to work it out and create the plan for it. And it's a brilliant plan. It's a perfect plan. Okay. And perfect plans rarely ever go according to plan. And that's the Seven of Swords. We're off balance. The Six, perfect balance, beauty, harmony. The Seven, we fell off a little bit. Or we're kind of leaning. We gotta correct our balance, get our center of gravity, right? Speaking of gravity, we've got the world or universe card. There is this implication here that you're transcending space and time. You're going 5D here. There's 3D success and abundance and unlimited wealth, but there's 5D abundance and wealth too, right? There's two components of this. And I think maybe that means more to you than what I'm expressing. I think that the idea that there are two sides of it, there's something there for you, right? With the two sides. And I don't know what it is. But with the 6 and the 7 of swords, we get off balance. Life happens, things happen, and we've got to always try to reharmonize. We always have to try to get back on that central sword, regain our balance and harmony, and stick to the plan. And that's what you're doing with the Ace of Swords. If I just saw this, I would think you're having trouble kind of sticking to the way things are supposed to go, right? Maybe you're getting distracted by the promise of this wonderful feeling. This is your rocket ship, right? This is you ascending into 5D with these rocket boosters of love and divine light. So if I didn't see the ace, I would say, yeah, maybe we're having some problems being distracted. We're having some trouble. There's been some sort of a blockage or delay getting to our freedom, getting into our goal. But with that ace, I feel like no matter what happens in your life, you're just kind of like pushing it out of the way, because you're focused, laser focused, one-pointed will. Yeah. And what I was going to say about this card is this is the moon in Aquarius, right? And Aquarius to me is really this energy. Now, maybe you have a strong Aquarius placement. I know I'm talking to Leo. But maybe there is a strong Aquarius placement, or there's the idea of an Aquarius energy somewhere in this situation for you. But I feel like your genius plan was this some idea to transcend both physical and spiritual, let's say, limitations. Now that genius idea has been written out, fleshed out into a plan, now the idea is for you to follow that lunar energy, no longer the Mercury energy. Follow the lunar energy. Follow your intuition. Follow your gut. If you're walking a tightrope, you don't want to think about it too much. The moment you get Mercury involved in that tightrope, you're going to fall. You've got to stay in that zone, in that moon energy. You don't want to think about it. You just want to feel it. And it's hard to describe. You know what I'm talking about. If you play music or you do any kind of meditation or creative work or really anything where you have to stay in the zone, if sports especially, as soon as you start thinking about your baseball swing, you're never going to hit the ball. You've got to just let it go, right? Let your mind go and just feel it. Be the bat, right? That's what my coach, I used to play Little League when I was a kid. That's what my coach used to say, be the bat. Anyway, this is you being the bat, right? Because you have this connection with that psychic energy, that zone. So you're able to balance. You don't know how you're doing it, but you're going one foot in front of the other. You're not thinking about it. You're not overthinking it. Simple message here. Don't overthink it. Be in the zone. Follow that light. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, you are the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. This is you receiving that spiritual light in through the crown chakra. Yeah, this is our spiritual antenna. And it's right where it needs to be. At the kind of the highest point. Well, on this path is the highest point. So there's no doubt in your mind about what you're doing. The Ace of Swords is not you having all the answers or knowing what to do in every moment. This isn't you having worked out all of the variables and you've trained for everything and now you know exactly what to do. This is you with an empty mind. Yeah, empty, right? But in a good way. Because it's not this distraction of thoughts. We've managed, could you picture if you got rid of all these distracting thoughts on either side? All you're left with is the ace, right? The ace. This is the same as the 7 of Swords, just without the distractions. We've learned to block it out. Maybe that's the hearing thing. Maybe that's the symbolism there with the hearing impairment. You got to be kind of deaf to these things, right? To those doubts, to those distractions. And this is good. This is being empty of doubts, questions. We don't need to know all the answers. If you're in that zone, you don't have to think about, oh God, what foot's next? What do I do with my pinky toe? Where should I be holding my hands? Should I breathe? We just let it flow. Let yourself be guided. Yeah. Maybe guided from the crown there. This is intense focus, but it's not it's not what we think of when we think of focusing or concentrating, that it's just like an overworking of our mind. No, this is concentration and focus that is clear-headed, empty mind, just doing. Just doing. And it's with an empty mind. If we can, if you think of, I don't know if you're a meditator, I feel like you do meditation, but not like the traditional meditation where you just kind of sit, crisscross applesauce, close your eyes, and you try to be quiet. I feel like you do some sort of meditation, but I feel like it's more of a moving meditation. I wonder if you even do some sort of acrobatic stuff, or dance or something that requires a lot of balance. I feel like that might be something that you do. Yeah. It's the idea of emptying our mind of worries, thoughts, concerns, everything, so that we can receive the divine light. We can receive that spiritual download. Yeah. And that's what that Ace of Swords is. And that's allowing you to really do this dance. Here we see someone that is kind of literally dancing. And maybe this is the ease with which you're going to get the rest of the way across this tightrope. You're going to dance across, right? I paused because I'm getting this image of you walking across one of those old wooden bridges, like over a deep ravine. Did you travel somewhere and you did something like that? Like one of those really scary, like rickety old bridges, really skinny boards that goes over a really like deep ravine. I'm getting kind of nervous thinking about it. I would do it though. I feel like you did that. I don't know if you traveled or somewhere near you, or, and I feel like maybe for a hike or something that you did that kind of thing. Yeah. So I feel like inherently you have very good balance. I feel like you do know how to get in that kind of zone. Yeah. Anyway, the World or Universe card. This is everything. Like I said, this is literally everything. There's all the wealth, there's all the freedom that you could desire. And I don't think anything can stop you. Yeah. We're going to go over here to the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And it helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. Okay. Lover's card. Doesn't mean romantic relationship. Okay, it could. That could be part of what we're kind of doing here. It could be that you are in a romantic relationship or you're in some sort of a partnership. And so maybe you are walking this tightrope with a partner. Maybe you're doing this dance with a partner. But more than that, this is your commitment to this work. Without this commitment, you wouldn't be even this far along. And for you to commit to something like this, you really have had to feel that this is yours. This is meant for you. Yeah. There has to be something so strong about this thing for you to commit your entire being to it. It's kind of, well, if you're going to be really good at sports or anything like this, you really have to be all in. If you're not really feeling it, you're not going to put in the effort. You're not going to practice. You're not going to work hard. You're not going to be able to maintain this kind of tightrope focus and balance. Yeah, you will be easily distracted. If your heart's not in it, it's not going to work, right? And so that calls us back to these cups that we didn't talk about, the 3 and the 4. The 4 is our baseline. The 3 is the potential for extraordinary, almost euphoria. Yeah. The 3 is all about the understanding the process of creation on the emotional plane, the potential for peak experiences. It's not like an adrenaline junkie. This is somebody that searches for, knows how to find and create these kinds of beautiful, magical moments in their life. Moments of almost euphoria, of love, of connection, of divinity. Right? Feeling the blessings. Yeah. So whatever you're doing is really, it's improving your life in ways that I'm not even sure how to explain. Yeah. It's physical. Yeah. It's money. Yeah. It's freedom. It's 5D. It's love. It is creating this, it's harnessing this ability to create peak experiences. And almost, these are religious, spiritual experiences. Moments of union with the divine. The highest kind of, emotion that we could even contemplate. Beyond that, transcends what we can even talk about, And that's the 3 to the 4. We're transcending this. We are manifesting this. We're kind of going into this mode of creating these moments, and it's kind of going in a way, going from the 5D to the 3D. I know the math doesn't really work, but it's going like from this potential, from this spiritual experience to whatever its earthly translation would be, right? And we have another connection with the moon here. And interestingly, this is Cancer energy. See, it's very, very cool, like I said. Let's do it this way. We've got Aquarius, we've got Cancer. Okay, we have Mercury, we have the moon, we have Mercury, we have the moon. Okay, so the Mercury in Cancer is you understanding how to create those special moments. And this is almost the blueprint to create those special moments, those magical, I don't even know what to call them, those spiritual moments, right? Those kind of 5D experiences, yeah? So we have the plan. We know what we're supposed to do. And then with the 4 here, this is kind of like during those moments where we're not in those 5D peak experiences, we follow that moon, follow that intuition, follow that psychic sense, follow the divine light, stay on your Ace of Swords, follow that spiritual energy, that download coming in order to lead us to that next kind of peak experience, right? Lead us to that next moment of just awe and beauty. Yeah. It's really, really deep. Like it started out as kind of this, very financial, unlimited wealth. But it's so much deeper than that. Because for one, this world or universe card means everything. It's not just this terrestrial plane, it's cosmic. It's 3D, it's 4D, it's 5D, it's whatever, It's infinite. And we're making the choice. That's the union that we want, the union with the transcendent. It may also translate into union on the physical plane, right? Finding our soulmate counterpart, finding our beloved on this plane and in the higher realms. Unlimited experience. And really, it's a matter of getting through the tunnel, getting through this tightrope, doing whatever is required of you now, where we might be in a little bit more of this 7 of Swords, 4 of Cups, where it's just like, this isn't the special moment. We're kind of doing like we're doing all the tedious work now to get to that peak experience. Yeah. The moon is always a really big change happening. Okay? And I think with all of this, I think a lot of things are changing in your life. I think you're probably changing like your Your personality feels like it's changing. Your diet, your activity level feels like it's changing. The way that you dress yourself is changing. The way you express yourself is changing. Yeah. I feel like your sun is just about to rise here. And right now it may still feel like we're in the dark, that dark tunnel. We're still on that tightrope. But I think as long as we follow our lunar energy, follow that psychic intuition. See, we got the Two of Swords now. Here's another moon card. It's the moon in Libra. How do we maintain balance? It's the moon in Libra. Two of Swords. It's all about the balance. How do we achieve balance? Well, we cut out the distractions. We follow that intuition. We stay in that spiritual zone. This card is also about finding balance internally by kind of combining the opposites, by being able to appreciate or perceive even both the higher spiritual activities, developments, as well as the terrestrial kind of 3D or 4D circumstances. Yeah. Understanding how everything above and below, right? Everything has its counterpart. Microcosm, macrocosm, heaven and earth. I think you're existing in both places at once. And I think that you are, I almost feel like you're tiptoeing that line between two worlds. Yeah. I think that you're also transcending a lot of these like personal beliefs, personal biases even, because I feel like you're changing on this very deep level. And it's all leading towards this kind of infinite and unlimited wealth, this fulfillment of this infinite potential. And so there are no limitations on you. So you're starting to discover your own limitations. And we're trying to balance those out. Yeah. Who in your life has the interest in trains? Somebody really, I don't know if you do or someone close to you, but I feel like there's I feel like someone likes the trains, like toy trains, like kind of the ones at Christmas time that go around the tree. Someone like the model trains or something, right? Who was that in your life that did the model trains? I don't know what the connection is here, but I don't know. It feels like a very comforting memory for you, the trains. Yeah. The final card. Well, see, the two of Swords too. This is again an idea of not overthinking, because the Two of Swords says, look, you could try to reason things out, figure out what's the best thing to do, option A or option B. Where do you put your foot? Over here, over here. We transcend that. We follow the instinct, the intuition. We follow the psychic energy. Yeah. Not everything is a math problem that we need to calculate. Sometimes we just have to feel our way through. Yeah. And that's what you're doing with this moon energy. Because see, a lot of lunar influence on you. So I feel like you've got, I don't know if maybe most of you are watching for your moon placement right now. But I feel like there's really a strong emphasis on the lunar energy. So if you haven't watched your lunar sign reading on this channel, go watch your moon sign. Yeah, if this is your sun, watch your moon. I think specifically. A lot of emphasis on the lunar energy here. Okay. And of course, the Knight of Wands. Usually this card will be too impulsive. Usually this card, I say, calm down. We're getting carried away, right? The horse is running off with the rider. We're barely holding on. Yeah. But no, not in this case. Because I feel like this is you emerging from this tunnel. It's almost like you're on your horse, but you're all crouched down. You got to kind of walk slow. As soon as you get out of that tunnel, you can just take off. You're holding the reins. You're fully in your energy. And the fire element is really the element of spirit. It's the creative, conscious awareness. Yeah. So it's almost like your creative conscious awareness is being freed from mental limitations, being freed from whatever is holding it back. You're becoming like this pure spiritual creative consciousness. So this is a religious experience, a spiritual experience, an activation for you, a transcendence for you. But it also has these very specific physical kind of 3D, 4D results. Yeah. You're working on something, I don't know if it's a business, if you're building something, but it's going to create wealth. It's going to allow you this earthly freedom and really unlimited wealth. But it's also freeing your creative spirit. Yeah. This feels very, very powerful. Let's look at the mystery card. I think it's time. Maybe this will be that luster strength card, right? Your power card. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Yeah. Maybe some more earth energy. Maybe a 9 or a 10 of pentacles. Maybe a 9 or a 10 of cups. I want to see something that gives us a little bit of a grounding. Yeah, we have all this idea of ascension and transcendence, maybe something to bring it down and connect it with the earth. So either we need like the Empress, maybe we need another world or universe card, or maybe a 10 of something. Yeah, let's see what we've got. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. This is your power card. This is a strength card. This is that pure Leo energy, fully in control, right? This is your creative spirit free now, with strength and bravery and this lust for life, this real robustness, this unlimited power, unlimited wealth and potential are yours. And literally nothing can stop you now. Nothing. This is the confirmation that what you are doing is absolutely right and perfect. Stay the course. You're almost across this bridge, almost across this tightrope, and then you're home free. Yeah, home free. I'm so impressed with this energy. We are going to do an extended reading too. If you would like to stick around for that, click on the link that's up here in the corner, or there's one down below in the video description. Yeah. New readings for Leo every Tuesday and Saturday. But I'm here every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Just come back, see me again tomorrow. All right? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Yeah. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you. And we're all in this together.